Hey guys, welcome to Piano Challenge number 48. Today we're gonna work on these bell tones. Right? And the bell tones really help to give you some fatter sounding chords. Right? So to grab the sheet music and the jam tracks, just go back to pianowithwillie.com/challenge and you can download all of that for free. All right, so first of all, what is a bell tone? Typically it's going to be an octave in the right hand. Sometimes you might add the fifth in there as well, but in this case, we're just going to do octaves. So here I have an octave, and you'll see that it says root to fifth. So I'm going to keep the same note in the right hand, and notice how it changes function. When I'm on the F chord, this is the root, right? That's the root of F. But when I go to B flat 7 chord, now that F becomes what? It becomes the fifth. So this is a root to fifth. So these bell tones are great, especially when you can find one that has common function or functions well on both chords. Like, now, it doesn't have to be the root, right, going to the fifth. We can also do something like this. This is, let me fix this. This is fifth to ninth, okay? So, now, do I have to use the same bell tone when I move between two different chords? No. You can do a different bell tone. But the nice thing about the bell tone, using the same one between the chords, is it provides what? Commonality between the chords. It provides a common tone. So in terms of voice leading, when you do, see how kind of like that top note really kind of ties it all together nicely. But I could go. So I could use that top note also as an improvisational element or as a comping element behind a soloist. So a lot of times what I'll do is, if I'm comping on the blues, I'll like maybe do something along the lines of like, you know, provide a little bit of motion because the left hand, those chords really aren't moving around all that much. I could change the voicing in the left hand, but quite honestly, it would start to get a little bit more subtle. This provides an easy way for me to be able to provide some motion for the soloist, especially when it's just a two-chord groove going back and forth. So this one is, again, that's the fifth of F, and that resolves to the ninth of B flat. Now, you'll notice that I could do some motion, like I was just saying here. And now here's an example of moving from the fifth, right? I'm sorry, yeah. And I could kind of move up to that. See what I did there? See how I still on F7, and then I anticipate that B flat 7 chord right here. Okay, so 2, 3. I can do that as well. See how I did a different bell tone? I started on the C, then go to the F, and then move up like that. Now, another way of practicing this is go right on down that minor pentatonic scale. Go up. Now, notice that whatever rhythm I'm doing here in the right hand, I'm also copying it in the left hand. Did you catch that? Listen to how powerful that is when I play that along with the play-along track. I think you're going to really enjoy that. Let me start with this one. Remember, I can do the roll, the tremolo, lift, chicken. That's pretty hip, ain't it? Right? So, pretty cool sound. I mean, I personally love that sound. I bet you like that sound as well. Now, you got to be careful with that because you could build up some tension there. Take a look at my pain, tension, and technique lesson to really make sure that you're playing well and not hurting yourself at the piano. Getting hurt at the piano ain't any fun, right? Especially if you can't play or you're having pain while you play, all right? So anyway, to get to that point, these are the exercises that you use, all right? So make sure you download the sheet music for this, download the backing track, go through and play the root, play the fifth, see what that sounds like, get comfortable with that. Then try this exercise with some motion in it, and then just try going down, that. Try going right on down that minor pentatonic scale, and then from there start to naturally expand this out. Remember, all you gotta do is practice for like 5 minutes a day, okay? If you did 5 minutes, you do a couple of these exercises, you could feel good about getting something accomplished, right? I've seen, other teachers, talking about oh, you gotta practice 20, 30 minutes. Well, sure, of course. I mean, we know that. We know that practicing 30 minutes a day is gonna be great for us, but a lot of times it's hard to carve out that 30 minutes. So rather than thinking 30 minutes, I'd rather you think 5. Think simple. Start with something simple first. Do 5 minutes, then you can build that up, okay? And if you don't have any more time than 5 minutes, at least you feel good that you had 5 minutes, right? I always look at it like, hey, look, I'd rather do 5 push-ups or 10 push-ups, in the morning than do nothing at all. I'd rather do something to get my body moving than do absolutely nothing. All right, so that's it for today's piano challenge. Look forward to seeing you on the site. Remember, go back to pianowithwillie.com/challenge, download that sheet music and the backing tracks, and I'll see you in the